Above the Steelworks exhibition in Metropolis, Superboy and Natasha Irons stop their ribbing of each other to slam their fist into the side of the building's shields, proving that they are indestructible. They decide to take it up a notch, blasting it with their heat vision and Nat's hammer respectively, but nothing gets through. Superboy charges up the hammer with his heat vision, but still, the shield won't break. Natasha doesn't think her uncle was playing with this new design and doesn't really want to lose this bet, not wanting to listen to another of John's tech lectures. In the boardroom inside Steelworks, John Henry shows the footage of Superboy and Steel smashing the shield and doing no damage, imploring the people there that they know the threats Metropolis faces, so instead of being reactionary, they should be proactive. The people aren't convinced, thinking that it's just some CGI force field and this isn't anything more advanced than Terrific Tech or their partners can make. Others don't want to let John's effort as Steel sway their decisions in giving him his contract. John fully understands their concerns, knowing that their partners are capable of these force fields, but how much do the profit margins dictate sustainability on them? He reminds them that Steelworks is a company for the people, by the people, so they need to prioritize based on the city's needs, not profit margins. He tells them that he doesn't want the keys to Metropolis's future, but the city needs him, and so he's made some keys of his own that will turn the city into a city of tomorrow. Most of the people want to give the contract to John, but one suggests giving it to Lex Luthor as always, but the others remind them that Lex is in prison and his stock is plummeting. John doesn't expect special treatment from being a hero, and some of his specs for the steel armor are the building blocks for the way the shields will operate in Metropolis. He explains that as Steel, he uses kinetic energy with his hammer, now applying that in a way to absorb energy and redistribute it, giving back power to the city, and with that, the possibilities are endless. John knows that they can't stop the city from being attacked, but they can equip it with the tech and resources to defend the people, and that's their main objective, figuring out how to break down big problems for greater goods. Since what's the point of a city being full of futurists if they're all so stuck in the future that they forget about the present? John tells Nat and Superboy to proceed with the Doomsday scenario, so the heroes begin fighting each other, causing holographic rubble to activate and holographic people trapped in the debris to activate throughout the city. Steelworks send out the Steelbots, who begin showcasing how they would handle a Doomsday-like situation, assuring the holographic people that they will get them to safety and find their families. One of the people asks John about the safeguards for things like this to stop the robots from going rogue. John states that they are all run on state-of-the-art blockchain tech along with AI protocols embedded into them to prevent any human harm. He tells the woman that her board and the facial scans and fingerprints from the people of the city are needed to deploy the robots through the Metropolis Citizen app, and they don't act independently. The woman begins to understand what he's doing now as John finishes his presentation, revealing the force field energy will protect Metropolis, power it, and even help with the express evacuation they are currently designing. He reminds the people there of their NDAs they signed and that the entire scenario they just watched wasn't a recording. It actually took place right outside the building and they didn't hear or feel a thing. Superboy and Nat join the room as John suits up, thanking the people for giving him a chance to talk to them and reveal some of the things he has planned for the city of tomorrow. Steel leaves with the other heroes, leaving the people in awe of what they just witnessed. One man contacts Mercy Graves, who asks for the situation on the man's cover and if Steelworks tech is legit. The man knows that he is still safely undercover and he is confident that John will win the contract bid. Mercy knows it's all proceeding as planned then, as later John talks with who he thinks is Nat in his office, telling her that she lost her bet, warning her that she should have studied the specs rather than swinging her hammer. The being says that they aren't his niece, causing John to armor up as Mr. Terrific reveals himself, congratulating John on a great presentation and he did everything perfectly, but he has also messed up big time.